lies about. I know.
Modeling is a tough industry, but it can be highly rewarding too. Gisele Bündchen. $10 million. Gisele Bündchen is a model, actress, and producer from Brazil. Bündchen began her rise as a model in the 90s. Since 2001, Bündchen was one of the highest-paid models in the world. Bündchen was a Victoria's Secret angel from 2000 until mid-2007 and had signed Victoria's Secret's biggest contract to date. 4. Rosie Huntington-Whiteley. $11.5 million. One of the most glamorous English model, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley comes at number 4 in our list, earning a cool $11.5 million. She is best known for her work for lingerie retailer Victoria's Secret, Burberry and Marks & Spencer. 3. Chrissy Teigen. $11.5 million. An American model, television personality, and author. She made her modeling debut in the annual Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue in 2010 and later appeared on the 50th anniversary cover alongside Nina Agdal and Lily Aldridge in 2014. 2. Karlie Kloss. $13 million. Carly Elizabeth Kloss is an American fashion model and entrepreneur. At just 17, Vogue Paris declared her one of the top 30 models of the 2000s. She was a Victoria's Secret angel from 2013 until 2015. 1. Kendall Jenner. $22.5 million. One of the most beautiful girls in the world right now. Kendall comes at number 1 amongst the world's highest-paid models. After working in commercial print ad campaigns and photo shoots, Jenner had breakout seasons in 2014 and 2015, walking the runways for high-fashion designers during the New York, Milan, and
Number 5. LeBron James, $96.5 million. In his 18th NBA season, and at the age of 36, LeBron is still going strong. King James is still sitting on the proverbial throne as the best basketball player in the world, which is also represented in his bank account. James is the highest-paid NBA player for the 8th year in a row, with $96.5 million in earnings. 31.5 of those comes from his salary with the Lakers, with $65 million pouring in from endorsements. Alongside his lifetime sponsorship with Nike, investments in Blaze Pizza, and Fenway Sports Group, LeBron made a trade from Coca-Cola to Pepsi, which further deepened his already deep pockets. And because he's starring in the new Space Jam movie that's hitting theaters in the summer of 2021, which is also produced by Spring Hill Entertainment, LeBron's production company, he's going to close out the year strong, and I wouldn't be surprised if he were at the top of this list next year. Because LeBron is also a notorious saver who doesn't want to use data on his phone when there's no Wi-Fi, he could easily become a billionaire, even before he hangs them up and finishes his playing career in the NBA. Number 4. Dak Prescott, $107.5 million. As the NFL salary cap continues to balloon, the best quarterbacks in the league will continue to occupy the lists of highest-paid athletes. Before Patrick Mahomes' $500 million extension kicks in, Dak Prescott is the top-paid QB in 2021, having signed a 4-year, $160 million deal with the Dallas Cowboys, alongside a hefty $66 million signing bonus. Considering that the Cowboys are the world's most valuable sports team, paying $97.5 million for Dak to throw a football is almost a bargain. Other than his NFL money, Prescott earned another $10 million from endorsing Sleep Number, 7-Eleven, and DirecTV, among other investments. Number 3. Cristiano Ronaldo, $120 million. Cristiano Ronaldo is the most followed human on the planet, becoming the first person in the world to reach 500 million followers across Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That kind of marketing appeal will net him $50 million from endorsement deals, most notably from Nike, who have signed Cristiano to a lifetime contract, just like LeBron James. Together with the $70 million he's making with Juventus, his total earnings total at $120 million. And just like LeBron, Ronaldo is also approaching billionaire status. This makes him comfortable to splash cheese on cars, like a Bugatti 110, one of 10 such cars in the world, worth $10 million. Number 2. Lionel Messi, $130 million. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo will be linked for life due to their astonishing rivalry for the status of the football GOAT. Other than the pitch, these two battle it out each year as the top earners in sports. And in 2021, Messi has the edge. Leo will earn $130 million in 2021, with an astonishing yearly salary of $97 million with FC Barcelona, and another 33 from endorsements. Messi wanted to leave Barca at the end of last season, and as of today, it's still unclear whether he'll sign a new contract with the only team he's ever played for. However, one thing is for sure, signing Messi back ain't gonna come cheap. Number 1. Conor McGregor, $180 million. They think I'm toast, Ariel, but I'm still the bread, Conor McGregor said to Ariel Helwani before the fight with Donald Cerrone in 2020. Since then, McGregor has gotten even more bread, despite appearing in only one UFC fight and losing to Dustin Poirier. But even with the disappointment in the octagon, McGregor has a lot of reasons to be happy. About 180 million reasons, to be exact. The Irish superstar pocketed $150 million just by selling the majority stake in his proper No. 12 whiskey to Proximo Spirits. He thus became only the third athlete, after Roger Federer and Tiger Woods, to earn more than $70 million off the field in a single year while still actively competing. McGregor said that he expects to become a billionaire before his 35th birthday. He's 32 now, but because he has a long history of predicting things, which earned him the nickname Mystic Mac, I wouldn't bet against him. It seems that, in the McGregor household, every night is red panty night.
Yes, I am.
Nope!
I'm
Wrong. I'm in charge.
Allow me to clarify.
In a sequentially ranked hierarchy based on level of critical importance, the disparity between us is too vast to quantify. Agent Stone?
The doctor thinks you're basic.
Listen, pal, I don't know if you realize who...
I'm sorry, Major. What was your name?
Benny...
Nobody cares!
PD! Meow? Ah, come on. Okay, pal, I want answers.
Job is to secure it, neutralize it, see what makes it tick.
Look at this! I took 9 million steps today.
Pulp Fiction. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. The Big Lebowski. Ghost World. Super bad.
Number 5. Exit. Exit is an award-winning summer music event held in the city of Novi Sad over in Serbia. It's widely renowned as the best major European festival. It was actually started as a student movement to fight for democracy and freedom in Serbia. Because of this, social responsibility is a major theme throughout the entire festival, aside from rock, electronic, hip-hop, and punk music that is always played there. This event had 200,000 attendees last year with 120 acts. Number 4. Tomorrowland. As one of the largest annual electronic music festivals in the world, it's no surprise that the festival has had spin-offs in Brazil and less recently Tomorrow World in the United States. Voted the best music event by the International Dance Music Awards, and yes, that exists, in 2012, 13, and 14, as well as the best festival by the Red Bull Electropedia Awards in 2011, 2012, and 2013. This event is held in Belgium every year with 400,000 attendees and over 400 acts. Number 3. Coachella. This event has a special place in my heart. Coachella is a music festival and art festival actually held in the beautiful state of California, United States of America. It features campgrounds, which turn the 3-day event into more like a 5-day party, as well as all-day, all-night music, art showcases, craft beers, and wines, as well as fantastic food from food trucks and other vendors, with over 700,000 attendees and 190 acts. This is one of the most insane festivals in the world. If you're in California during the month of April, you definitely need to go to this. Number 2. Summerfest. Held at a 75-acre park in Wisconsin, this 11-day festival is made up of 11 stages and performances from artists of all sorts: alternative, bluegrass, folk, funk, metal, hip-hop, indie, jazz, pop, and rock. If 11 days of insane action like that is not enough for you, apparently on the first day, they call it the Big Bang, but they have a huge opening fireworks act that's like pretty insane. This event has about 800,000 to 1 million attendees a year with over 800 acts. That's just out of this world. Number 1, Donatsenfest. If I pronounce that anywhere close, I'd be happy.
Number 5. Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts is another Oscar winner who's made a lot of money throughout the years. Starting in the 1980s, Roberts began building an acting career with movies like Satisfaction and Mystic Pizza, as well as Steel Magnolias and the television series Miami Vice. She reached worldwide fame after starring alongside Richard Gere in Pretty Woman, overcoming her fellow auditioners, some of whom were big names like Molly Ringwald, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Meg Ryan. In 2000, Roberts got the role of the title character in Erin Brockovich, which recreated the activist's real life on the silver screen and won Roberts an Academy Award. But Julia's talent doesn't stop with acting. She also runs a production company called Red Ohm Films, which she named after reversing her husband's last name, Motor. Her numerous projects have left her sitting pretty on a net worth of $200 million, but her life isn't only focused on her professional career. In addition to managing a company and acting, Roberts practices Hinduism and dedicates much of her time to philanthropic organizations like UNICEF. Number 4. Sandra Bullock. As the daughter of a German opera singer and army employee / voice coach, it's no surprise that Sandra Bullock made it big in Hollywood. In the late 1980s to early 1990s, she took acting classes taught by Sanford Meisner, a famous instructor and actor, and worked her way into small roles in independent films. Bullock then began earning parts in movies like Love Potion No. 9, Fire on the Amazon, and The Thing Called Love. In 1993, she received much more recognition in the film Demolition Man before her big breakthrough in Speed, which also starred Keanu Reeves. By 2000, Bullock had established a solid career and took the part of an undercover FBI agent in Miss Congeniality, which grossed about $212 million internationally. She continued acting in features like Crash, The Lake House, and Premonition before starring alongside Ryan Reynolds in 2009's The Proposal. That same year, Bullock played in The Blind Side, which won her an Oscar for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role. Her more recent work includes the Netflix original Bird Box and Ocean's 8, but Sandra's $200 million net worth isn't from acting alone. As a producer, she has worked on the George Lopez television series, All About Steve, and several other movies she's also starred in. Bullock even owns the Fortis Films production company, as well as an upscale bakery and restaurant called Walton's Fancy and Staple, which is located in Austin, Texas. Number 3. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Another actress enjoying a net worth of $200 million is famous for her work as a comedian. Julia Louis-Dreyfus was born to French billionaire Gerard Louis-Dreyfus and American writer / special needs tutor Judith Lefevre. Julia began working toward her comedy career in the Chicago improv group called The Second City. Her time there eventually earned her a spot in the cast of Saturday Night Live when she was 21 years old. When the 1990s rolled around, she became famous for playing Elaine Benes on the television series Seinfeld. She even won the Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actress in 1996 for her work on the show. The series ended in 1998, and Julia's success seemed to dwindle before she was cast as Christine Campbell in The New Adventures of Old Christine in 2005. She quickly regained her fame and won another Emmy in 2006. That series wrapped up in 2010, and Julia was cast as Vice President of the United States in the HBO show Veep a year later. She helps produce the series as well, and Veep is still going strong after 7 years. Number 2. Jennifer Aniston. Speaking of famous television stars, Jennifer Aniston made it big on the NBC series Friends. Before the widely loved sitcom, however, this actress was working on off-Broadway productions like Dancing on Checkers' Grave and For Dear Life. In the late 1980s, she was featured on The Howard Stern Show promoting Nutrisystem and was cast in her first regular role in the TV show Malloy soon after. Aniston also got roles in the movies Camp Cucamonga and Leprechaun in the early 90s, the latter of which would eventually be called her worst role by Entertainment Weekly. Her breakthrough with Friends came in 1994 when she was cast as Rachel Green. 10 years later, the series ended, but Aniston's success continued with films including Bruce Almighty, The Breakup, Marley and Me, and Cake. Nowadays, Aniston's net worth is an incredible $240 million. Number 1. Jessica Alba. Number 1 on our list of the world's richest actresses is Jessica Alba, a beautiful and talented star that rose to international recognition through her part as Max Guevara in the Fox series Dark Angel. In the mid-2000s, Alba was cast in one of her most popular roles, Sue Storm in Fantastic Four. She has also been in several romantic comedies including Good Luck Chuck, The Love Guru, and Little Fockers. Plus, she's well known for Sin City, Machete, El Camino Christmas, and her most recent work on the television series LA's Finest. All of her efforts have earned Alba an outstanding net worth of $350 million.
Number 5. Maurice the Rocket Richard. The Rocket and Belleville crossed paths in their time on the Montreal Canadiens, which is why the Canadiens dominated during the 1950s. Together, the duo was unstoppable. Throughout Richard's 18-season career, he had 544 goals and 421 assists. He made history by scoring 50 goals in the 50-game season, making it a benchmark that all other players would be measured by. In his honor, the NHL decided to name the regular season scoring trophy the Maurice Rocket Richard Trophy. Number 4. Bobby Hull. Playing from 1957 to 1980, Bobby Hull achieved many accolades. He was a 12-time All-Stars player, the winner of 2 Harts and 3 Rosses, and most recently a Hall of Famer. Hull was a fantastic scorer. After his 1,063 games, he completed 610 goals and 560 assists. Players during this era feared his slap shot, and if he could be warped through space and time to the modern era in his prime, most would still be rightfully terrified of his play. Number 3. Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr is known for 2 things: his speed on the ice and his tragically short career. After 12 seasons, Orr retired with 657 games, 270 goals, and 645 assists. He also won 2 Stanleys, 8 Norrises, the Ross and Conn Smythe twice, and the Calder. His speed would be his greatest strength, but also the reason for his downfall. The injury-prone Orr faced knee injury after knee injury. He spent so much time in recovery that in his final 3 years, he only played a grand total of 36 games. Number 2. Gordie Howe. NHL fans will argue up and down whether Gordie Howe or Wayne Gretzky is better. After a lot of ruminating, we're giving Howe the second place spot. That's not a slight against him. Lovingly called Mr. Hockey by the fans, he dominated the ice between 1946 to 1980. He played a mind-blowing 1,767 games and didn't retire until he was 51 years old. The story goes that you had to watch out whenever Howe had the puck in control because he could land a goal from anywhere on the field. Looking at his 786 goals in 1,023, we can believe it. Number 1. Wayne Gretzky. No one is more well known in the world of hockey than Wayne Gretzky, and there's a good reason for it. His tenure in the league is unmatched. Just look at his awards. 4 Stanley Cup wins, 10 Art Ross 9 Harts, 5 Pearsons, 2 Conn Smythes, and 15 All-Star picks. He beat the Rockets scoring record, and no other player has gotten close within the past 40 years. Gretzky is so revered that his number has been retired from use. No other player in the NHL has been given that honor, and that's why we chose him to be number 1 in our list.